Hello, everybody. I am doing an impromptu, quick, short little live stream here with my sweet, amazing, intelligent, beautiful, wonderful daughter, Nora, who is homesick from school today. But a long time ago, when I was at a different stage in the process with my new book, The Funny Thing About Forgiveness, it was my first call with a publisher and I was feeling pretty nervous about it. And Nora helped me so much by doing a role play, asking me questions about the book. And we ended up having such a sweet conversation. So Nora is going to just interview me about the book. And I'm really honored because this means that my first interview of my virtual book tour will be with my amazing, wonderful daughter, Nora, who is just going to ask me some questions. No scripts, no biggie. Just two human beings talking about forgiveness and improv. So, Ms. Wetherald.
Mom, don't just call me Nora.
Okay, Nora, sure.
Don't call me super fancy.
I won't call you anything super fancy. So,
how many people are watching?
Well, it's hard to say because it's streaming on multiple platforms. So we know that there's one person watching on one platform. And look, someone left a comment.
Just now?
Oh my gosh, look, you two. I miss you. I miss you guys. And Nora, you are so big, my darling. Yes, you are going to say. I don't know because it just says Facebook user. But Nora, do you want to know something fun? Whenever this happens and I can't tell who it is, I pretend it's from Brene Brown. Do you think it's from Brene Brown?
No.
Okay, so let's get down to business because I have about 10 or 15 minutes before I need to go to my... It's Miss Lucy!
Miss Lucy! Miss Lucy! Hi, Miss Lucy! Hi, Miss Lucy! Hi!
Okay.
I would love to go back to Pittsburgh and do dance again. I wish I lived back in Pittsburgh. I miss you so much.
Oh my gosh, Miss Lucy, that is like the most priceless reaction.
Okay, I feel like I'm
Miss Lucy. She's gonna happy cry. Okay, Miss Lucy was Nora's positively most favorite dance teacher in Pittsburgh. Okay, but so Nora, we got to do some work here because Mommy has to go soon for my lunch meeting. So.
Okay.
What do you want to know about my book, baby? Okay, yeah, get in the frame, get in the shot. Okay, go ahead. What do you want to know about my book?
What's your favorite book?
What's my favorite?
Whoopsie.
Definitely my book. The Funny Thing About Forgiveness, what every leader needs to know about improv culture and the world's least favorite F word. That's my favorite book. Mm-hmm. If you're asking my favorite book that I didn't just write and feel the need to constantly promote, I would have to say, that's really tricky. Right now, I'm reading a few books. I'm reading The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, and I'm reading Atlas of the Heart by Brene Brown, and I'm reading a really interesting book called Meeting Jesus Again for the first time, which is interesting. Okay, next question.
What's your book about?
What's my book about? So, Nora, do you understand what I do for a living? Do you understand what Mommy's job is?
Yeah, I help you with your job. I'm helping you with your job right here and now.
That's a great point. So Mommy's job is to help leaders be who they mean to be. You know how Mommy means to be a good person, but sometimes I'm super cranky?
Yeah, I feel like you have screamed at me a few times.
And that is accurate. So that happens to most people, that they mean to be a certain way. And for whatever reason, they get stressed out, they get overwhelmed, and then they forget who they really are, and they don't act how they mean to. And when bosses do that at work, do you know what happens? Are you listening? An important part of interviewing is listening.
Yeah, I see this bugging me so bad. I just want to scream it out.
So Mommy's book is about helping people be who they mean to be more often. Because usually,
I'm just gonna do it.
Go for it, girl. You get that eye seed. Yeah.
And my mascara.
I adore you. This is my favorite interview, and I hope all future interviews go just exactly.
Is it like this?
It looks.
No, did I smear it?
No, you didn't smear your makeup.
Ah! Yay! Okay, sorry.
Did you understand the answer? Yeah. Okay, so my book is about helping leaders be who they mean to be more often by helping them do forgiveness work.
And you know what? Don't say everybody's least F word.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Well, forgiveness, Nora, is the world's least favorite F word.
No, what is it?
Well,
is that supposed to be a joke since there's another?
do not say the actual F word on this interview, please.
I won't. I
Yeah,
mean the
so-
actual. Is it supposed to be a joke?
It is a joke.
Okay, I
Mommy
get that.
is a hilarious comedian in addition to being a thought leader in the space of people first leadership. So listen, the reason why I say that, the least favorite F word, is actually, I think, an important part of this, because people don't like to talk about forgiveness. A lot of times people feel like how would you feel if, when Cooper's mean to you
And
then
smacked me in the face?
yeah, and so you wouldn't like it if someone told you just had to forgive him and move on, right? So I think people usually think that forgiveness means that you just get over something and then the other person is let off the hook and there's no accountability or consequences. And that doesn't make people feel good. So Mommy's book is about helping people understand that forgiveness is a different thing and that it actually doesn't have anything to do with the other person. And then you can feel so much better. You can be emotionally free and then be happy and joyful in your life. And when we do that, we make the world a better place.
Oh, why is it but I still don't understand why forgiveness, people don't like, okay, no, I actually do understand. Whoopsie.
You do understand? Great.
Yeah. So, but I have a few more questions.
Okay.
What's on the back of the book?
What's on the back of the book? Okay. Do you know what advanced praise means?
Yeah, can we start from the beginning?
You want me to just read these quotes? Here, how about this? That's the one. There's a pull quote on the top of the book from her little brother where he says, "This book is definitely not for kids. It's for grown-ups and bosses and people who drink coffee." So thank you. This is getting pretty silly. Is there any, I need to go soon for my lunch meeting. Is there a final question that you have?
Yeah, but who's the other person?
Well, I don't know, my dear.
Hello? Who's the other person who's watching?
Okay. Nora, focus. Do you have one more question that you'd like to ask?
No, I just want to stay live.
You just want to stay, oh my gosh. If all of my future book interviews go exactly like this, I don't know. I will be very joyful. Mm-hmm. So Nora, look at me. Look at me. Is there a last question that you'd like to ask?
Okay, one more.
Okay.
Why did you want to write exactly everything in this book than in a different book? I mean, why did you exactly want to write a book?
Why did I want to write a book? Well, that's a great question.
Are you going to write more books?
I am going to write more books, yeah.
But that took a very long time, so it's going to take...
Yeah, well,
I want to buy this book, please.
Miss Lucy says, "I want to buy this book, please, and please be more live, you two. I love you both. I miss you both." Yes, we will do more lives together.
Okay, you know what? We will do more than 100 more lives.
Okay, that's a huge social media commitment, and I don't know if I can follow through on that. But Nora, to answer your question, why did I want to write a book? I have actually always dreamed of being an author. I've always imagined that I would do that ever since I was actually your age. I used to imagine what the cover art would look like for my books, and I've always wanted to do that. But I wanted to write this book because I really believe in my heart that mindful improv can make the world a better place by teaching people how to honor each other when they disagree. And a big part of learning how to honor somebody, even when you disagree, is doing forgiveness work. And for me, that helped me be such a more joyful person and a more present and peaceful person. And I know that, like, when I read the news and I look around, I know that we can do better than this. And the only way that we learn how to do that is when we learn how to be peaceful. So I really wanted to write this book.
Because you know what? One time that we had a lockdown last week and a hunter was too close to our school.
That's true. That was a scary thing, wasn't it?
No, he was just hunting squirrels. He said that was a tasty meal.
Oh, weird. Okay. Update from us. Yes, it's scary to have a shooter lockdown. That is scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry that happened.
We weren't allowed to go outside, also because it was cold, but also because he was still too close.
Yeah.
It lasts for about for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
For some reason.
I'm sorry that happened. That would make me feel really scared.
Usually it would last for like 5 or 15 minutes, but that time it lasts for 20.
Yeah. And that was scary. That made me feel scared when they told me about it. Okay. Well, thank you all so much for watching. I am going to go. This has been the first ever interview with Nora and Andrea, the first book of my virtual, or the first interview of my virtual book tour, Improv, Leadership, Forgiveness. Great.
Keep it going, and how about you watch Connors and shoot?
What? I have no idea what's happening right now.
No, I remember the people who do the sound effects and that.
You are talking about Colin Mockery, the person who wrote the forward.
Connor Mockery. Why are you laughing?
His name is Colin.
Colin.
Mockery. You can say this. Not macaroni. For Pete's sakes. He is a lovely human being, a delightful improviser, and he wrote the forward for my book, and that's what she's talking about right now.
Yeah, watch this stuff on watch this stuff on YouTube. They do this funny show called Sound Effects, and it's so funny.
It's very funny. He and Ryan Stiles do a pretty bang-up job of that game, don't they?
Yeah, they're like,
My book is available for purchase on Amazon now. It is called The Funny Thing About Forgiveness, What Every Leader Needs to Know About Improv, Culture, and the World's Least Favorite F Word. This week, it became a #1 bestseller in the leadership training category, which I am so delighted by. So please pick up a copy for yourself if you are a heart-centered leader. Read it with your team. Gift it to someone who's a heart-centered leader in your life. And then in the meantime, definitely take her advice and watch some sound effects on YouTube.
And what? We'll see you later.
Okay. So I think she's very committed to us doing more live conversations about my book. And you know what? Why not? This has been lovely.
Could we do after lunch?
After lunch? Typically people do like one Facebook Live or LinkedIn Live a day. Okay. Thank you guys for watching.
See
Please
you
buy
later.
the book. Bye.
Bye.